Alright, this is the Turing Test and we're streaming live, and I made changes to the streaming and it should be all better now. And I've been waiting for this game to come out quite a while. I'm a big fan of the Portal game, and I have been looking at the Talos principle for a little bit. The thing is, I didn't like the Talos principle because I didn't like the setting very much. It was kind of like an ancient Greek, whatever weird setting with the robot AI kind of like thing, and I like Portal a lot better. Just never, in the end, not only because of the charismatic GLaDOS, but just because of the setting, like future sci-fi. That's more like my kind of like thing, and I've been waiting for this game because it also plays kind of like in a futuristic, more near-time scenario. You see the protagonist on screen right here. This is the main menu. I did change the settings a little bit for audio so that it looks good on the stream and sounds good on the stream, and also enabled subtitles, but I have not played any game yet so far. It goes straight from the intro to the main menu. And there will be scenes in the game where the protagonist or her counterpart will be talking. That's when I will not be talking. And if it's too fast for you, you can just read the subtitles, I hope. And I'll be commenting my gameplay as soon as I get to play something. So let's get right into it. And this is also the very first time I look at the game. So let's do it. Start a new game. Oh, obviously there's loading times, so let's hope they go by rather quickly. About 50% already. So this looks like there we go. I cannot look around.
Morning, Eva. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Alright, so I can look around here and you'll see the parallels to Portal right away. This looks like a graphical glitch. I can see the gun down there, even though it shouldn't be there probably. You wake up in a pod, you don't know where you are exactly, and you have a robot explaining to you what's going on. So, very, very close to the beginning of Portal. Looks like we're on a space station of sorts. And we lost control, we lost and rotate objects by just picking them up, okay. You cannot, okay, so you cannot move around while you're looking at an object that close. So the robot guy wants us to look at, to establish communications, I guess. There's lots of fans, Ava Turing. So this is apparently us, Cryogenic Awakening, and it seems to be May 13th in 2250. And there's another pod. And another pod. So these looks like... So these guys are scheduled to awake 200 and something, almost 200 years after I woke up, I guess. Some Canadian fella, Chris McLean, and then user error pod malfunction. Alright. There was a Canadian flag in here as well. Cannot open the door or anything. Nothing is interactable, highlighted or anything. I can jump. Controls are just in any other first-person shooter, WASD and mouse look. Mouse left click doesn't do anything yet. Okay, 4 not found. Okay, I can move the mouse to decode this. This looks like a hex, like a hex sequence of sorts. Probably some story stuff that you can decipher should you like type this off. May it read something. Crew lobby. Okay. Alright, so this is the picture from the loading screen, basically. Lobby. So I cannot open this. I can look at it. More mugs. This guy doesn't focus. Cannot interact with it. Office. Looks like some cooling. Tom Touch OS. Okay. Tom is the little robot dude that was waking me up.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side.
Energy manipulation tool. Okay. Spacesuit.
Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
Alright, so it looks like we're getting out in space. The EMT is the, according to the manual, the energy manipulation tool, and that's another parallel to Portal, where you ran around with a gun to manipulate your surroundings. Alright, so Tom Touch OS, the door opened. Whatever this flag is, looks like Franco-Canadian, something futuristic, I don't know. You can't really interact with these other than looking at stuff right now. I cannot use changing my weapons. I can't change to the EMT. This one says Ava Turing at ISA.international ship status. Power fluctuations before cryostasis. Okay, hey Dan, I'm about to initiate my cryostasis, just let Tom know. If I'm going too fast on any of this, so you guys, you can just pause the stream or video for that matter in any time. Okay, so there's a Ava is talking to Dan before cryostasis, so we don't know for how long. There's no date right here. We don't know for how long she has been in cryostasis, so we only know the current date. Okay, she's initiating. Okay, so apparently for 10 years, that's what it said it all the way in the end, is what our cryostasis lasted. Okay, so we can interact with a hatch. Okay. Moving all by herself. I'm not controlling any of this. Cannot look around while she's moving on the ladder. Alright, so this is me controlling it again. We cannot go back up. That ladder is not interactable anymore. Alright.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
And this looks like this is audio logs.
I think that's everything wound up, Tom.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go down for the long sleep then.
Good night, Ava. I will miss your assistance. The ship will be very quiet without you here.
Night. See you when I wake up, Tom.
Okay, so that seems us talking to Tom before cryostasis.
Residuals before nulling, -02, -04, -01. X and Z null to 0. Looking good.
Okay, good. Horizon check right on time. How's things, Christopher?
Good. I am go for power descent.
I can confirm. You are go for powered descent.
Roger that. I am running the PDI program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Engine 1 ignition. Engine burn.
Suppressing 400 alarm.
Balance.
Alright, I hope you got this really good, but this looks like Christopher got down to got in a lander and got down to some planet.
The landers are ready.
Good. Thanks, Tom. You okay now, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Daniel. I've done this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's just another 10 years of my life.
Alright, so I mentioned the 10 years again of cryostasis. Docking bay, this is where the dude wants us to go. It looks quite nice. It has like motion blur with it. And it's the planet down there. Apparently we're going down to Europa. Okay. It all looks quite nice, really. A lot more technical and detailed than Portal, for that matter.
Bay 3.
Okay, bay 3. So there's 2 more bays, 1, 2, and 3, and there's 4 bays, and these are red. Okay, there's nothing in here. I guess that's the lander bay where we're looking down at the planetary surface right there. Storage unit. Storage unit, there's another case that I cannot interact with. Obviously we'll have a look at the other 2 bays that we're not supposed to go in, or that we know are wrong. These guys are not interactable. Some tracking screen going on there. Alright, so that's my lander. Alright, we can sprint. These are the default WASD controls, and I guess this is my lander that gets me down to planetary surface, so let's get in there. Can I look around?
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcom?
Go.
Then we are go for launch, initiating.
Separate.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program, 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde.
Alright. The touchdown looked surprisingly smooth for the troubles they had.
Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
Okay. And I guess this is us again. So we're now down to the planetary surface. And the lander just touched down right here. I guess I have to go to that base, right? Doors are open. And there's snow coming in. These doors, they don't open up. Okay. Let's see what's happening.
How long will my suit survive these conditions?
At 100 degrees Kelvin, a couple of hours. We should get inside.
Alright. So much for the first loading, for the first scene down to the base. So far so good. These white panels on the walls look pretty much like the first Portal as well, or the first Portal had like these white panels on the walls as well. Alright, so I have my EMT right here, but I cannot shoot or do anything with it. You'll hear that noise. That's also a similarity to Portal, I guess. In Portal, at the end of each level, you would have these fields that you walk through, and that would
The base has changed.
that
What
would
do you mean?
basically
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules.
okay. So these fields would empty your inventory basically. So whatever you picked up during the level while trying to solve it, it would be removed at the end of the level and would not carry over into the next level. So there's a camera that looks a lot like Tom up there. And then there's a door right here. And it doesn't open, and I guess I have to take this guy. Cannot crouch, and put it right here. And this is also the very first time we can move while having something picked up, so this is something we need to keep on. So I guess these guys are in between each level.
The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations.
Right.
I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
Okay. So this is Tom. And oh, that's nice. When you get close to the light, everything gets dark until your eyes adjust. And I guess it wants me. Aha. So I can use the right mouse button, and then I can use the left mouse button again. I guess this line shows that this orb of energy powers this door, and then I guess if I drop it here, that door opens. Alright. This is Sector A3.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
Alright, so what we learned is that we cannot scale obstacles we cannot scale up ladders while we're holding something in hands, like this cube there. And then this energy ball or whatever is not exposed, so we can take it using our EMT. And this is Sector
They really
A4.
have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage. But they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
So I wonder where we get if this door is open. Because I think the solution was to... Okay. Alright, so right now none of the doors are open. And I can give this back to get up here, but okay, so it only gives me a window telling me I have to go down there. Alright. But then I wonder why I can take the ball from it like that. Because that might lead us to believe that I can do something else with it. So that's A5. Then there's no window in here. I cannot jump through it, but I can basically hand, because I guess the trick is to get here up, and then deploy it here. So these riddles are very...
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
Okay, so this looks a lot like can't do anything with that. This off here, no. Okay, so I can have this box to power it, which I can only carry, or I can have this little marble, and I can carry the box over here. Should be able to go in here. Alright. And then grab this guy and in here. Done.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning.
And the conversation you're having with Tom also is
Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
we can't solve this yet. Does this reset? Okay, so yeah, that makes this passable. Stickle. Yeah. So you cannot get anything from there. Okay. Okay. So this looks like... Okay, so I can control this lift, basically, and then I can take this marble to power one of these guys, and I can take this guy to power the second one. Okay, what's happening here? Probably because this one has the wrong color, maybe? Can I take this one here? No. Cannot do anything with it here. Maybe I just need to change the order. Nope. The green one is fluctuating. Or I have to... I don't know, can I pass by? Oh yeah, I can just go through.
This
Okay.
doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
Yeah, why can I turn this on? Okay, so this one. Okay, so okay. I can take this one to put it in here, and then it still gets power due to that switch over there. Or I can take this marble, and I can have a marble stored, and so now it's powered. But if I go in here, yep, I can now get that one and go through. So we're getting into sector A9.
My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface.
Okay, so we're going to take
When the
this
communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
Then take this one and put it in here. Is that door open? No, I can do this one. And in here, and then the one down there. Alright. No crazy jumping riddles yet. This looks like a platformer, so we take this one off. Okay. Yes, she can't really jump that high, so we have to power this. No. Power this one. Okay. I think we got this. It's very easy. Oops. Almost. We need to go here first. I'm not playing on any console, I'm playing on a PC.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
You can leave your comments in the chat, and if you want to talk to me. There was a question, what console are you playing on? And this is actually a PC I play on, so not a console. I'm using a regular mouse and keyboard as input right here. Right, so that door. So these are objects again that I cannot walk around with. I can just turn them either by rotating the mouse or using WASD, like a headset. Lost signal. So we have, these are 6 crew members, I guess. This is us, Ava Turing. Vickeline, that's a Canadian. So this is a Canadian, US, French, no, Russian, Britain. I can't see that flag, but it looks like Japanese or something. Tokyo, Japan, yeah. Russia, Syria, Canada, and Germany. Wait. Oh, I was born in Germany, but then I am American. Alright. And then we documents. All of this is not written to. Post-it notes. Can change where it's displayed here. Consumables, we have 600 tortillas left from what it says on there. Flubber gel? Did it say flubber gel? Alright, and then this is temperatures. Some laser whatever. Maybe? I don't know. Juristic tool. Okay, Europe or landing bay. Is that where I walked into? Touch here. Okay. So that's the drilling platform. That is operational. And landing bay. Signal interrupted. Is that all? Base modules. Okay. Shiyama Industries. This is where we came from. And then I can change this guy. I think this is the space station. This is Europa, the moon that we're on. And then let's see what it changes into. Jupiter, yep. And then Europa. Right, that's the moon from Jupiter. This is our space station Fortuna. Low orbit. And back to started. A microscope. Some more screens. lost signal.
Tom, start recording.
I am always recording, Daniel.
The day is January the 6th. My watch says it's 2:30 on Earth. Here we are, members of the human race, standing on Jupiter's moon Europa. I am Captain Daniel McLean. I'm joined here by the rest of my team. It is our intention to make this moon our home and investigate life on this planet. Man's curiosity and appetite for discovery will continue to change our world for the better.
Inspiring. And might I add my congratulations to you all.
Alright, so that, I guess, was from the first set down on Europa's surface.
Here it is. Beautiful, isn't it? What makes this one more remarkable than the others?
The way it attaches itself to other organisms. Its behavior is very abnormal. It seems to form a symbiotic relationship with most life forms.
How do you mean?
Do you want me to dumb it down?
I know what it means. What does it do?
It attaches itself to almost anything living, but it's not parasitic. It's quite alien. We're trying to figure out what effects it has on life forms.
Okay, so they found like a biosubstance, I guess, that's not parasitic but attaches itself to other human beings or life forms for that matter.
Mikhail, you seem distant.
Do I?
Yes. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mikhail? Mikhail, what's wrong? Are you listening, Mikhail? Are you able to hear?
Okay. That was our Russian companion.
I was talking to the ISA. They don't know what to do with this. The magnitude of the discovery.
We should send samples back to Earth. I think we need to get this to a better lab. Me and Sochi are having trouble making enough clones. We're going to run out of the necessary resources to continue studying Organism 119.
They're calling for a grounding of all Europa transport until they get your report.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's rather drastic.
Okay. Story is told in these audio logs, whereas in Portal you would find markings and paintings or drawings on the wall, which is quite interesting. I wish you could open these guys, like when you pick them up there's like another button that would let you open them at least. Is that the same direction? Yeah, it's the same direction. It's actually, yeah, it's the same. Alright, so let's continue on, I guess. And, okay. She pulls out the gun back out. And there we have our next loading scene. It was chapter 1. Alright. Maybe we should take a quick break here after the first chapter if this indeed starts chapter 2. Let's see. Alright, so this one says Sector B. Let's do a quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the second chapter, or second sector for that matter.
What conditions should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
Okay. So it seems like I need 2 marbles to get in here. And these doors have something to do with it, so I can flip this switch down. And I can take this ball, and then balls of them are closed. We have the first one, and then I can flip the switch up. Well, that was easier than I thought.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
Okay. So I can't take this guy up here, but there is some like this magnetic thingy again. Can control that, moving the mouse over. And this one is way more stable working. The other one seemed quite broken, so can I just pick it up? Yeah. Alright. It does not have a green energy ball on it or so that I could just take, I guess. Just put this here and then I guess I find another one. I'll probably put it here and then let's see. It would pick up that one and then I can move it all the way over. Yeah, like that, because I cannot take it up the full ladder. And then just get down here, grab this guy to open this door. Nice. 13, okay. Is this the number of levels? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10? Yeah, so this is 13 squares, one for each riddle. So we have 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that about 70, if I'm not mistaken. That would mean that we have 70 riddles to solve. And we're like in the first quarter still.
What are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order.
Spans the
There was a
bridge.
small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
Okay, I cannot go and fetch this guy and no. Can I go back here? There's some marble in there and this bridge is extended. So there's something down there. I guess I need to get up with this guy. So let's get down here. I like the colors that they're playing with these colors that nicely. All the different hues and tints of the white. So this one looks quite broken though. Like something dropped, but at least something is not as pristine as the levels prior. So what do I use this for? Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought I would be controlling this guy. That was wrong. Okay, take this marble. And then I did what? Nothing really. Okay, so this one doesn't have power yet. Oh, so okay, so here's the thing. This guy doesn't have power and I have a free marble, so I guess I need to power it. And I need 3 marbles to finish the level. Alright, so put it here. Then I have this box, and where can I put it down? Okay, so it wasn't the one. Move it all the way over, okay. Then bring the box to me. Put it all the way here. Nope. So I guess I would just leave it here and then drop it down on the... here, and I can't take this one because it's probably gonna be probably be folding together the bridge, so I have to put this one in here, then I can get it. Yep, bridge folds together. I can dump this here and then take this one. Alright, interesting. 14.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth
Okay.
Make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Alright, so this is a pressure activated door that I cannot cross because I have to cannot take this off and I cannot take this off, but I had been putting marbles in there. Oops. And this is the exit? Is it the exit? Then I can go in here. But I can take this guy. And I find this one. What do I do with this one? Do I put this guy? Do I put this guy on the pressure pad? Why would I do that? So that keeps that open. So for what? I was already up there. Oh, I guess. Oh, so okay. I couldn't get to that. I can't get to this energy ball if I don't put this box down there. And I needed to open the exit. Okay, so that's what it is for. All right. Got it. Oh, and then I need 2 more energy balls. I guess I just grab them from here. And store 2. I guess I can store up to 3 according to the crosshair indicator. 15.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth, running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Okay, so I can either look in here or open the door. I guess I need to manipulate something in here that the energy ball gets there. No? I'll take this one and then I can't get out though. So I guess I need a ball first. No? Yes? But I can't take this one. Oh yeah, I know. No. If I had another one, I could put it in there. There's a ball in there. Don't have a second power supply yet though, so... Wait, let's trace my steps. So I can take this one here, and then... I can remove this guy. That's the solution. Put it in here, get the ball. Put it in there. Open the door. Then move this one. Drop it. This one up. And no, I need the ball. But I can set this one down here. Alright, so we have that problem solved. I can take this guy now. And I guess I need 2 energy balls. So I can, okay, so do this. Do this. Okay, so okay. I can actually take this one from here. What does it give me? Or Okay, so I think I got it. I need this guy. Put it in here. Then take this guy out. Ball in here, because I can carry this guy out and then zoom the ball out of there. That. And then have this one extra. That's the solution. Now I can put this guy here. I can. I need this one. I have to carry this guy around. And then I can drop it here. Can then use my gun. Not that. Take this guy, a free ball, this guy, and then that's it. That was quite nice. B16. I say, what does this guy do? It turns off whenever I move. Okay. Okay, so it turns off when I move. Interesting.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself.
Looks like a power inverter. So I guess this chamber was to tell us that power inverters are a thing.
Have you heard of the Turing Test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human. In the original Turing Test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine, one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing Test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
Alright, so I guess I need 2 marbles, energy marbles, whatever these guys are called, flubbergels, to pass here. And there's one right here that I could use, but I guess I need the box from the other side. So there's one of these inverters that we just learned about. And then there's something down here. And we can't scale that ladder, so we have to figure out a mechanism to get onto the other side. And I think we already made a mistake by leaving the ball there, because I can probably grab the... yeah, so that's the solution. Alright, so we grab that ball. We get over here and put the ball in there instead. So that we have the box with us, because we can take this box up the stairs now. And then we can go grab this guy, and now we have 2 power sources. We have that box, and we need to get over there, which is not an issue at all, because there's a ladder, or there's steps actually, and then we can power this one here, and we can power this one there, and then that should be it. Bingo!
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
Interesting thought experiment, but I guess this little chamber was only to tell us about these containers that can hold a charge.
In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
Okay. So we use this canister there that can hold a charge to traverse this bridge. And because we had to have this energy ball here to open the door from this side. And that is the end of Sector 2, or Sector B. We'll do a quick break right here, and I'll be right back. And we're back with the third chapter of the Turing Test for Sector 20 and upwards.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
So I can interrupt this open power line, interrupt the flow of things. And then we have not an inverter, but it looks like something that can take. So this looks like a receiver, just like we walked through here. So I need to divert. Nope, not divert, but just open. Just open this hatch. I think. No. This guy here. Then I can go this one instead. Not sure why I would do that. Yes. So I did that because I can grab the marble from up here. If I would need, do I need to? Yes, I need it because. Oh, I'll grab that from here. Crew quarters.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Guys, apparently Thomas even in the toilets. Looks like a personal quarter. Shows a couple of pictures from kids, but nothing else. I should stick it in there that says, "Don't touch this time." Yeah. You can't really interact with it. Up to Sarah Brooke and Chris McLean. Telomeres. The rosary. speakers. Chemical equipment. ISA cookbook. Okay. Medical equipment. Riluzole capsules. Each capsule contains usual dose 1 capsule per trial. See that information. Okay. Capsules in there. Our bunk. This is our bunk? No. Brook. Almost looks like us. Looks like a breathalyzer. A computer. Log. Neatly filed pencils. Dear Tom, knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. And after answer thought to text. Okay. Okay, so this is her explaining Tom about the Turing Test. Strange thermals on the west side of the crater. Untouchable. Yeah. Can open that hatch. Microscope. Which makes me our Canadian buddy. He also had the same pills, I guess. Hockey puck. Personal flask. It's a globe. Earth globe. Gerard. Hockey shirt. Bed. More of his kids, I guess. Drilling reports. HEA, HEA. Did he? Is that letters? HEA. Okay. He has no message on his. I wonder if we get scared, whatever, if we open that hatch and something falls out. Could be. I don't know. Alright, so we have more crew quarters coming up. Uchiuchi, Uchiui, and the Russian Tarkarev. Tarkarev, he doesn't have a latch to open, I guess. He was a painter, apparently. Tube. Injection needle. Okay. And clear liquid. Morphine, okay. It says morphine, but if you look at it, you can't really see it. ARW. Got a clue. Looked like he injected himself with morphine quite a lot. And this painting is a bit different, okay. Okay, so March 2020. Okay, so March. We were woken up 2250, if I'm not mistaken, and then this guy. I reported nauseous incident. With the strip or telemetry, Tom. Okay, so that apparently they have implants, and if you can read Russian, that probably means crap right there. running some experiments at the time so you can tell. Here's out of body experiences. Okay. So there are some implants that all of them have that got interfered with by an electrical surge. Complex computer interferes with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrument conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and euphoria when they are disobedient. Also has like some missing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interfere truly with motor neuron cell through the cerebellum. My hypothesis is that big crew is controlled by this implant. But is there strong aversion to giving me an method of suppressing its perhaps a drug, riluzole, maybe an antidepressant, minus conditioning effects. Combining this with strong reactive magnetic field could use one of the industrial magnemites from Poland's. Okay. Okay, Chris. Okay, so maybe what happened is that the riluzole that they took makes them more aware of themselves. They have not be controlled by this implant drug exactly right here, and they're thinking they were controlled by it. Here's the first aid kit in there. And then they took this drug, or he tried morphine even, to get rid of the voice in his head. And okay, then something else happened. Sickness relief. They have riluzole as well. Oh, that looks like an engagement ring. Organism 119. He's sending out emails. That's the organism that they are looking for. Now when the irradiation experiment that you ready for this does indeed seem resistance to radiation. Needs to repair DNA. Okay, then they found an unknown virus. Sequencing. The virus unlike we've ever seen. Maybe we found a cure for senescence, form of biological immortality. Okay. Long-term tests. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have these here to continue testing. We're going to human testing. We're going to use ourselves as subjects as the only way to accelerate progress. Okay, so apparently this is a... What does that mean? They found an organism that they think can extend the life or even grant immortality. That could be kind of like a backstory. Something can make humans immortal, not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage, we would not say if you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc., but it could cancer and many genetic diseases, and increases life expectancy. So almost mortality, I guess. Do we have anything much? Okay. Interesting. So that they tell the backstory through these audio logs and pads that you find, and you can read the texts and emails on them, the conversation that they're having. No question in the chat just yet. And we're on to chapter 3, or sector C.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
Okay, I can only have one box. So I guess they just told me, the mechanic, that I can take this guy, I can dispense energy blocks. Yeah. Oh. Oh, we open the other door. Happening. We have an inverter there. Can I take another one? Guess it always, yeah, gives me the same one every time. So, okay. Yeah, you can carry this one over here. Then drop this one, put this one in, so that the bridge is powered. Then I can, well, that opens the door, but no one is stepping on this. Maybe this guy closes when the power gets inverted. Oh yeah, here we go. Actually, take this guy off and leave it down there. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Nope. Need to take it with me. Almost. You need to leave this down there on the pad so that it holds the charge. This guy closes, but this guy closes. Thought I had it. Okay, so this guy. Aha! Got it now. Right. Position this here so it drops down on there. I can walk through this door, then it should trigger the inverter. We have the marble. Nice.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers, apparently, outweigh the risks.
Okay.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
So something shady happened, that's what he said. Wonder if I have to exchange this. No, I don't. Because now I can't get it back. Then there's something I could put in here, for example, that it holds charge. Let's see if we find something. Now we need to go grab that box. No, we can't. Oh, so there's another energy ball. And we need to take this guy, I guess. Or that bridge. Then how do we get over there? Need one more box. I think. Oh yeah, we can get the box back. Can get the box back. By using the dispenser. No? No. Wow. This guy. Oh, yeah. We need to get the second energy ball and then exchange it for that. Damn it. Yeah, so we need to put an energy ball in this guy so that we can get it remotely and have the box up there to open it and not waste an energy ball for that. Right, so go grab this guy from here and then exchange the box down here for the energy ball. And then we can take that dude all the way up. Put this one here. Grab him. Then we can only get this guy to operate this bridge. And then from up there we can open the door with this dude. Then go grab this guy and this guy and then power these two bridges. Then that's it.
Why does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
Thinking outside the box.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can, But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its creative mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
I merely need to invert this guy so it doesn't interrupt the stream. So I can drop the cube down here. And then take the marble as the second power source. Go. Now I can't get to it, which is fine because I just take this dude, which turns off magnet. Ta-da!
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them. So, I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
This one seems like I need to block this camera from seeing me. By stacking these guys up in front of it. Is that the solution? He's taking pictures from me. Yeah, and as soon as it can't see me, it opens the door. That's a good one. And then what do we get here? So this looks like... So these are areas that Tom doesn't want us to see, I guess. They're a lot dirtier. Okay. And now what's it? This looks like the Talos principle part of the Turing Test. Okay. The big eye. I guess I have to solve a puzzle here. Okay, whatever that was. Okay. Some chords are cut. Does this look like something So I wonder if all the other riddles that I hadn't had access to yet unlock something like that as well. That at least would naturally... I shouldn't have given up that early, I guess. That would incline... that would at least explain why Tom was telling that that we can perhaps not solve that riddle yet. Aha, that bastard. But these green balls are like an energy source that fluctuates, turns on and off. Does it do anything? Oh. Okay, so now I have a blue one. And then I wonder whether I need to have the blue one in that door at some point. I need the green one here. That's why we have this ledge. And then I got it. I actually need to go and take this one because I need another green one. I need to put this one outside the door. So that I can I need to change the order of the marbles in my gun because I needed the blue one in there. Now I can take it down there. And I have music setting in for some reason. And now I can grab... Nice. So now I have an extra one. I need to have the green one in there. And so let me put the blue one down there. Then I can put the blue one in here. Nice, alright. That should allow me, including the inverters, yeah, 27.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
Aha. So here's what needs to happen. This box needs to be dropped down. Then you need to operate I lifted back. How did I get there in the first place? Oh, right. Aww.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
So I guess it needs to be facing over there. Does it? No. First it needs to be facing here. And okay, so now we can So 29,
So what was the need
almost
to
to
send
the
us here?
vector 3.
When the ISA discovered life on Europa, they deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human field workers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
Okay, so I have a marble that I can get to. It's from down there, and this guy is shooting a laser that I can then operate. Which opens this door. Really, all I could do is need another marble. And I just in there. What do I find in here? Aha. Right, so I can take it upwards because there's only a ladder for me to get up. So I just turn it around so the ladder folds up. Now I can get down here, grab a little boxy, and then we can put a little boxy in here. Right. That opens this door, okay. And now we can we move over this dude? Let's see. Oh, still too far. Aha. Grab this one. Up here. Oh, and then exit the level. 30.
I've started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
Okay, so these seem to... Okay, so this gives me a time window, I guess. To move this guy all the way to the bottom. And move this guy all the way to the bottom. Aha. What do I do? Aha. Okay. Maybe I need to build a staircase. Aha. Yes, that's what I need to do. Do I need to jump there, or does this guy... This is a red herring. Maintenance.
This confirms my fears. The crew have made intentional breaches of my security. The crew have attempted to compromise my systems.
What does this mean?
They don't want to be found. They are hiding.
From who?
Us.
Okay. This is starting to get more serious. So this looks like auto turrets. Of course, Hansel and Gretel. Portal or turrets are a big part of the Portal universe as well. Thinking we should stop our... So someone really tried to mess with Tom, I guess. I think we should try stop our first endeavor into the Turing Test at this point, and then continue on in the second session. This looks like they were investigating Tom. How to operate him? Or repair him, really? Yeah, so they disassembled Toms. Or assembled. Or... I don't know. Interesting. So I'm beginning to suspect that Tom is playing a significant role. 761732. That might be a clue that we want to remember. Puzzle room. Power box. Entrance. Laser totem. Stairs. Exit. These are plans. Moonwatch worksheet. These are plans for the puzzle rooms? Maybe what happened is that, and this is just me guessing here, that they tried to hide before Tom and create a riddle that Tom can't solve to get to them. So they found a spot that Tom can't get to, all the way back there. It's weird. They found a spot that Tom can't get to, and now Tom is using me to get to them. Maybe? No audio logs in this guy. But that would be one thing that this might lead up to, at least from what I can tell right now. Leave your thoughts in the description box below if you want to, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to see the second portion, or yeah, the second portion of the Turing test. We're past riddle 30, and if my calculations are correct, there's a total of 70 to go, so we might do 2 more parts that I'm going to be streaming live, so stay tuned. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. If you didn't, there's the dislike button right next to it, and until next time.